Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Benny back at it here again with another video. Now, this one is going to be my personal take on the top 10 beginner mods you can do starting right now, right away, right here. As you finish watching this video, you can go and get started on them right now in your car or wherever. Today, you get started today. And before I start, these are not in any particular order, except number 1. But anyways, let's get into it. Number 10, you can modify your stock air box. Your stock air box, that's one of the easiest mods ever. Now this mod is little to no money at all. It can be very cheap, inexpensive. It'll make you feel like you're going faster, make it sound like you're going faster, but we don't really know if you're going faster or if you really improved any of your stuff. And that's the stock air box, or the modifying your stock air box and pulling the cold air intake, so it can suck in that cold air, you know, like a lot of people can argue that it really don't do anything, and that by having the best air box is your stock air box that the car came with. Now this is kind of true, at least for the S2000. Having the best air box you can have is your stock air box, and you can even modify it a little bit to make it even improve a little better. And I have a whole video on this. You can check it out right here or right here, wherever I put the link, somewhere around the screen, around this area. You can click it after. It will be in the link down below. So yes, modifying your stock air box, that is the first most easiest, no, it's not the easiest, but it's one of the first and easier mods you can do to your car. Now, number 9, your exhaust is one of the very beginner mods. Doesn't matter if it sounds like a fart can or if you're going like 15 miles per hour and it sounds like you're going like 100, but you ain't, and it'll bring a smile to your face and some joy. But it will also bring the cops to your doorstep. They'll be knocking on your doorstep asking, hey, turn that shit the fuck off, we don't want to hear it, boy, turn it off, we don't want to hear it. And neither do your neighbors. But it is one of the cooler, more exciting mods, as you can say, that everybody likes to do, because everybody brings orgasms to the ear. And you can find any new exhaust for cheap, or you can go on OfferUp Facebook Marketplace and you can find them even cheaper right there. Now depending on the one that you get, now it can be very loud and unnecessary and give you all the tension that you don't need but you want. Like, a lot of people like it for the sound. I mean, there is people that use it for the, like, you know, for the actual necessity of actually putting an exhaust and actually trying to make some power from it and whatnot, and all the mechanics and stuff like that. But it comes to very, very little few. Number 8, suspension. Now this one's very debatable, because it can give a little pizzazz to your car, or it can bring a lot of hate depending on the route you take, because there is very cheap, not, I wouldn't want to say cheaply made, but cheaper size suspension ranging from $300, and then there's your very expensive ones that go up to $1,000 if not more. But yes, depending on the one you get, a lot of people will argue that why are you gonna get this cheaper one? Why are you gonna go with the cheaper one when you're putting your life at risk and yada yada yada? And then you got if you get this 1,000 ones and then you just lower it and really do nothing with it, you'll get the people that are like, why are you doing that to your car? Why aren't you using the suspension for the reason that it needs to be used for and put it on the track? You're just using it to lower it. That's really pointless and dumb. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't know, people will always argue and be mad and never be happy with what you do. So it doesn't matter, do with what you think is best. I would say maybe meet somewhere in between, where, you know, there's the suspensions that aren't really too cheap or really too expensive, but they're right in the middle and they'll do the job that you want them to do. So that's what I would say with that. But you can also find used ones that are not too bad and they're on the cheaper side on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. So go ahead and check those out in your local area and whatnot. Or you can check eBay. eBay too has those. Number 7, wheels. Now this is another very touchy one because a lot of people will do the same thing. It's the same thing with the coilovers. Now you got your very cheap ones, your reps that your reps that a lot of people tend to go with. But then you got your real wheels, they're real brand wheels. If you go with these reps, a lot of people will hate you and talk shit to you, but it's like anything else. Now you can find really cheap ones online as well. They will probably be reps. Sometimes you got real ones that you'll find here and there, that sometimes once in a blue moon you'll find really cheap real wheels. I've seen people get real wheels for like 500, 300, and they're 2-piece, 3-piece. So that's really like a find if you find something like that. Other than that, I mean, if you get rep wheels, you get shitted on and you get talk shit. But I've been there and I've done that, and I really don't care. I eventually went to real wheels. Rarely people will talk shit about you. I don't really see it too often. No one really talks shit about me. Or said anything. You just get people that talk shit and post on Instagram, and you get like, where did you get ripped? Where did you get ripped? Where did you get ripped? Bitch, shut the fuck up. I did what I want with my money, bitch. Either way, regardless, you can't please everybody, so do what you like. Number 6, front bumper lips. Now you can find a lot of these on eBay. You can find a variety. Just type in your car, make, and model, and then front bumper lip will show a list. Or you can go on Google and also type it in, and a whole bunch will come out, and then you can search the ones you want and whatnot. Now these will give a little bit more style to your front bumper, and also as if you've already put your wheels in your coilovers and you've lowered your car, it'll also give it a like improved, better look, and it'll look lower as well because the lip gives it more of a lower look. But it's also cool. It's also something so simple, yet it'll give it such a drastic change to the front bumper of the car. Now if your exhaust, wheels, a front bumper lip weren't enough to let people know you on the block, then you gotta get yourself a good old-fashioned sound system that'll knock your neighbors out of their pantalones, and let them know that the JDM God has arrived. They just showed up here ready to fuck shit up. Alright, number 5, the sound system. Now a lot of may argue that this is not really modifying your car, but I say nay. To the contrary, my friend, I would say that this is modifying your car, because you are modifying the inside sound of your car, your vehicle. I'd say that is really, I mean, it's not a big modification, but it is somewhat modifying it, and it is adding more to the vehicle. I do have amp and sub in my car, as I like a little bass behind my car. I don't like blasting it crazy, but I like a little sound behind my car. But it is cheap and inexpensive, as you can find online in your local places. You know, you can go to a stereo shop or whatnot. It can, you know, it can be fairly cheap. But anyways, on to the next. Now this is number 4. It is not really a big modification. It is nothing, but it does let people know you are into the car scene. This, and I'm talking about the JDM Broadway rear view mirror. So a lot of people actually do this as soon as they get their car. This is most of the time, 100, if not 100% of the time, the first mod that they do is they order a Broadway mirror online, and then they slap that baby right in their bag, right in there, you know, so you can get a broader, wider range of what's going on behind you. It also makes it look like people are really close behind on your ass, and it really grinds your gears. But it's something that you like, you know, it's a signification, like, hey, this person right here, they like modifying them cars. And I could tell because of that Broadway mirror they got right there, or that wink mirror. That's another one right there. But it is another one that a lot of people like to do. It's very cheap and inexpensive. You can find these online, or you can find these also, I've seen some at AutoZone or like O'Reilly's and shit like that. But you can find them on eBay most of the time. That's where most people get them. So that's one right there. It's another one off the books. On to the next. As now, as simple as this one can be, it can also get you into a lot of trouble here in California, because you know how California is. You with their rules and all their stuff like that, they be bugging a lot, you know, all these, you know, they be bugging, you know, they don't want you to live. So anyways, these are HIDs. If you don't know what HIDs, they're high intensity discharge lamps. Another very first mod because they don't like the yellow. First off, the yellow lights, those are ugly. Those are ugly. No one likes those. You know, they really don't have that much of a, you know, as you can see, like, you know, for where you're going. So HIDs are actually really help you improve your visibility as far as you can see. But they also, you know, let you know that you're ready to race, and you see something in your Broadway mirror and you see those blue tint lights coming up really quick on your Broadway mirror, and as they pull up right next to you ready to race, you downshift and you only come to find out that it's a Prius with yes, HIDs, and that's, they were never really gonna race, and you just look like a fool and shift back into 6th and cruise down the freeway disappointed and upset. But yes, now these lights can get you into somewhat trouble depending on the person you run into. The cop, mainly specifically I'm talking about. Now if the cop wants to be an asshole, he'll write you up a ticket because they have a slight blue little tint to it, so you're not allowed to have any kind of blue in front of your car coming out of resonating your car or whatnot. But like I said, most of the time you really don't get in trouble, but if they're really cracking down like they are right now, you will. So good luck to you, I say, my sir. Now this next one, I can't really say it's much of a modification, but it is one of the more cheaper ones and easier to do, that a lot of people actually kind of like to do. I've done it myself. I think it gives much of a cleaner and simple, more easier, I don't know, I like it. It looks cleaner. And I'm talking about debadging or rebadging your car, meaning taking off or removing the emblems or replacing them with a different one manufacturer. So anyways, this is one of the more easier and simple ones that you can do right now. You can step outside and just get some floss and a little bit of Goo Gone and go ahead and debadge it, or if not, if you're just, you know, get something in there and pop it right off and leave 2 little holes in the back. Some people clean off those holes or they just leave them there. I have done this. It's simple. It's just cleaner. I like it. I do it, and I don't know why, but I think it just gives it a cleaner look. It doesn't really improve anything, but I like it. Or some people actually replace it and put something else, like I've seen people put Acura on the Hondas or stuff like that. People just put whichever badge they like, however they like, whatever, you know, they have fun with it. Now for this next one, everything you have learned up until now, scratch it off, erase it off your list, take it down, because this is the one mod you will only need and ever need, and I'm talking about motherfucking turbo. Yes, a turbo. I would say it will be the greatest thing you can ever do to your car. It's probably the first mod that I should have ever done to my car, but I didn't up until now, but we are doing it now. If you also want to check that out, go and check out my other videos. I'm installing all the mods and all that. But the turbo is one of the first, it can be very cheap or it can be really expensive, depending where you get it and how you get it. I also have a video on that, on how you can also piece your own turbo together. It'll be a little cheaper than buying one from a company or whatnot. But anyways, now you can get, now depending on the car also, I've never really looked into other cars, but if you have a Honda, I know Hondas can get really cheap turbos on eBay, really cheap. Now, are they reliable? I don't know. I've seen people run them forever, and then I've seen people blow their shit up and they have to end up replacing the whole engine, and it's just a hot mess. But like I said, they do got cheaper, they do got like inexpensive ones online. You can find a used one for very cheap, or you can find a slightly more expensive one that'll from a company, or you can piece your own together, like I said, that'll kind of be in between. But anyways, yes, a turbo I would say is one of the more greater mods to do to your car, because it'll bring happiness. But like I said, with happiness there is always another factor of we don't like that, so therefore you cannot do that here in California. It's really risky to run. You must run through a lot of hoops and stuff like that in order to go turbo. If you're gonna go turbo, I would just recommend you really doing your research, making sure that that's what you want to do, because like I said, it's gonna be a really risky thing to run. and do, but it is one of the more things that I think that you should do to your car. It'll be fun. It'll be really fun. Well, that's my top 10 order, except number 1. We'll take this with a grain of salt. This is my personal opinions and preferences. You know, they're only recommendations, as I think like they're the top beginner mods that you could get started today. You can either look online or on your Facebook marketplace or OfferUp, and you can find these things. But like always, thank you guys for watching very much this video. I do appreciate it. Go ahead, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification to join that, you know, notification gang, and get notified every time I come out with a new video, as I upload Monday through Friday. I try my very best. Also, don't forget to visit the meistershop.com to get your very own Meister shirt today. At checkout, hit Meister to get 10% off. Also, I have Amazon links maybe for everything that I've mentioned in this video down below. If not, I have links for products that I have used in the past videos and stuff like that. You know, makes it easier for you to find and get today. But like always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and see you in the next one.